Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you can't tell by the title, we are going to be sitting down just playing with like a full, well not a full face, but like full base of makeup that I haven't used in a while. Yeah, there's some bits of makeup that I was just looking through the other day and I was like, you know, I've not used this in a while. I need to use it. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just sit in film doing that, because, you know, why the hell not? Some of these bits I like, some of them I've not used in a while, so I'm not too sure whether I remember if I like them. Yeah, I guess let's jump straight on into it. Okay, so starting off with primer, I have got the Makeup Revolution Liquid Powder Pore Blurring Makeup Serum. What a long sentence. So yeah, I used to use this a lot back in the beginning of the year. The first time I used it I didn't like it, but I didn't realise you had to shake it to actually like make it work, because otherwise the powder kind of just sits at the bottom. Basically the first time that I used it, I'd put it on, hadn't shaken it, I'd put it on and it started to look like powder on my skin and I was like, what is this? Then I realised you had to shake it for it to actually work properly. I can't remember, I think I actually used to use this quite a bit. I don't think it's my favourite primer, but I think it does do the job. It definitely does do the job a little bit. It's not my favourite like I just said, but it's alright. It's not too bad. But yeah, I like the smell of it. It smells nice. And it does dry down to like a matte finish, I would say. But yeah, I just haven't used it in ages. I've kind of just put it in my drawer and just kind of forgotten about it, which, you know, not the best thing, but yeah. Moving on, I have got the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Foundation. I actually forgot that I had this. I did get it this year as well, and I have used it, and I thought, was it this year? Yeah, it was this year, yeah. I did get it this year, and I thought, oh, you know, like I haven't actually used it in a while, and I think the first time I used it, I actually quite liked it. So yeah, it's meant to be full coverage. It definitely looks full coverage. Actually, like I think I've only used this like once or twice. So I thought, let's pull it out and let's use it. I do like how this has SPF in it. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I've forgotten whether I actually like it or not. I just have my faves that I reach for, and there's just some bits, like I have two drawers that have like a base products in. So one of them is right next to me, which is the ones that I tend to reach for the majority of the time. I do usually switch it around, however, just life at the minute's kind of been getting away with me, so I've kind of not been switching it around. I've not been doing what I usually do, where I like to like change things out, swap things over. So yeah. Okay, moving on. I've got a Narbla concealer. I haven't used this Narbla concealer in a while. This is called the Close-Up Stay Full... Wait, just the Close-Up Concealer. It says Stay Full Smooth Concealer. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. I haven't used it in a while. It's... Whenever I smell this, it literally just smells like coconuts. I don't really know why, but it just smells like coconuts. It reminds me of like Malibu. I don't drink, but I know what Malibu smells like because it smells like coconuts. So yeah, whew. But I don't hate the smell. But I haven't used this in a while, so I thought, you know what, let's pull this out. You know what? I think I used to like this. I have used it, like, I've used it loads. I just haven't used it in a while. But she's full coverage. She is full coverage. So I give her that. I give her that. I love a full coverage concealer. I really do. feel like if you have a full coverage concealer on, it just conceals all your secrets. Look at that. The base is just like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no bags there. You know what? I actually like that concealer. I might have to put it in my normal drawer to actually use it, because yeah, it's actually done a really good job of concealing everything. Yes. Okay, moving on. Powder. I haven't used this powder in forever. I am so specific with my powders. I only like a few of them. Huda Beauty, I don't mind. It's not my favourite, but I will use it. I have got 2 powders from her. Huda Beauty's my fave. Anastasia Beverly Hills my fave. They're like my top 2. I have like a Makeup Obsession one, which isn't my fave, but yeah, I have a couple of I Heart Revolution ones that I don't mind. I am going to use the Makeup Revolution Translucent Baking Powder. I don't remember if I like this or not. I definitely got this year, but I just can't remember if I like it or not. But yeah, I'm going to be honest and say that I really just think that high-end brands are better at powders, like loose powders, than drugstore brands. And I love drugstore brands, don't get me wrong, love a good drugstore brand, but I just find that I have not found a good powder from a drugstore brand yet that tops a high-end brand. Well, will top a Huda Beauty / Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you have a drugstore powder that you think is amazing, that you would say is as good as the Huda Beauty one or the ABH one, let me know, because Huda Beauty and ABH, they are amazing. However, it's too much. It's too much for me. I can't. They're expensive. They are expensive. So yeah. A bronzer powder. A bronzer that I haven't used in a while is the MUA bronzed bronzer. I've got Solar 100, number 100. I haven't used this in a little while, to be honest with you. I got it for the beginning of this year. I think I did a full face of cheap makeup or something. I bought loads of cheap makeup from Beauty Bay and did a full face using the cheapest makeup on Beauty Bay, something like that. And I actually don't hate this. I don't hate it. It actually does a good job. It MUA, I used to be oh no, back in the day it wasn't the best kind of brand. However, I feel they have stepped up a lot now, and some of their products are actually really quite good. I've got a blusher from them as well, and I really quite enjoy the blusher. Yeah. Okay, so a blusher that I haven't used in a while is actually an XX Revolution blusher. And I've got mine in the shade Jaded. I have another shade as well, but look at this. Oh, it is, yeah, it's bright, but you know what? It's a really nice blusher. So we're going to use a tiny bit of this. Today I'm kind of feeling to be a little bit more brighter. You know what? I actually really like their blushers. I also have their bronzers, and I have their highlighters, and I really like them. Look at that. Okay, moving on. Highlighter. One of my favourite things, to be honest with you. And I have got a couple. I've got some from Jouer, which I haven't actually used in ages. So I've got this one from Jouer, or I've also got the Artist Couture one. I think I'm going to use the Artist Couture one. I haven't used this in ages. This is in the shade Coco Bling. I don't know who used to use this, but I know that they used to use it like constantly. I don't know who it was. I'm just spritzing my face with a Morphe setting mist. I don't know who it was that used it, but yeah. And I wanted it for ages, and then it came. Ooh, it came to onto Beauty Bay, and I was like, I want it, give it to me. So I got it, and yeah, it is a really nice highlighter. I haven't used it in ages though. Like I don't know what it is. I kind of forget about it, but it is really nice. Coco Bling. Moving on to brows, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Brow Bomb. I've got mine in the shade Black Brown. I did like a first impressions of this when it first launched. It was a few months back now. I just haven't used this in a while, and I think I've only used it like maybe like once or twice, something like that. So I thought, you know what, let's sit and use it. This has got the tiniest, thinnest pencil on it ever. Like I just can't. It's got the tiniest little pencil. This is probably one of the thinnest brow pencils that I've seen ever, and you know what, it's actually quite sturdy. It's quite sturdy for a brow pencil that's like this thin. But yeah, I haven't used it in a while. I don't know why, I've just kind of been like obsessed with my Benefit brow pencils. Like they're like my kind of go-to. So I kind of just put this in another drawer and just like forgot about it. That's what happens when you have too much makeup. But yeah, I actually really like this. It is super fine. You can get like so precise with it. Moving on, we have like for brow gel. Well, I've got this one. This is an XX Revolution one. I don't really know exactly what it's called, but it looks like this. I'll link the name of it in the description box like I usually do. Yeah, I think it's just like a brow gel, but like a coloured one. I'm using it in the shade Dark Brown. There we go. Okay, so I'm back. I've literally just done the rest of my eyes off camera. For lips, I've got an Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Stark Naked. I haven't used this in a little while, so I'm thinking of using that, but I think I'm just going to apply like a lip liner as well. So I've got the MORPHE one in the shade Chippy. I actually haven't used this in a little bit. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this. It's really hard because a lot of my lipsticks I have packed away. And then I'm going to go in with the lipstick shade on top. I don't know if to apply a gloss on top. So I've got a few shades that I haven't used in a while. I've got the Real Love by Revolution Baby Gloss. I could go in with that. Or I've got the Revolution Shimmer Bomb. Or I've got Fenty Beauty Cake Shake. Can't even get this anymore. I'm probably not going to use that one. I'm thinking maybe like between these two. I don't really know. I'm thinking this one. We'll put a little bit of this shade on. There you go, that looks a bit better. Okay, so this is the finished look using like all my old products that I haven't used in a while. Not old, but like old products that I haven't used in a while. What do you guys think? I really like the base. I feel like the base is actually really nice. The concealer, I totally forgot that I liked the concealer. The foundation, I totally forgot that I like the foundation because it is very full coverage, but it looks beautiful on the skin. Like, honestly, I just forgot how much I liked it. Bronzer, quite like the bronzer. Forgot about that. The blusher, I love this shade of blusher. I just think it is stunning all year round. Like, honestly, it's beautiful. Highlighter, I kind of forgot about the highlighter. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot that I actually had it. But like my skin looks glowy, looks nice. The brows, I wasn't really overly bothered about the Xxcess Revolution brow gel thing. Wasn't too bothered about it, but do still quite like it. The Huda Beauty brow pencil, or the bomb brows, I actually forgot that I quite like this. I think it's just because like I'm so used to using my Benefit one though, like, I just kind of forget that I have any other brow stuff in my collection. So yeah. Lipstick, forgot that I like this lipstick shade. I do really quite like it. And the gloss, I used this gloss like beginning of the year and I do quite like it. I just sometimes forget that I have these glosses, but I really quite like it. Yeah, I really enjoy my base. My base looks really nice. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channels. It really helped me out. Everything else that I'm wearing on my face, I'll of course link in the description box down below. And yeah, I have filmed this eye tutorial as well, so if that is up before this video, I'll try and remember to link it up in the cards or in the description box down below, or at the end of this video, something like that. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!